Hey guys, and welcome to Ardent Sports, and today I'm here with my Week 10 NFL season predictions. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've actually sat down and done them with the usual editing and setup and whatnot. I apologize for that for the last couple weeks. I've just been so busy. To catch you up to speed, I'm still leading the way. Johnny is catching up to me though, and Z Diamond is officially out of the competition. He has told us, or told me rather, that he is done with the season now that hockey is here, and his team is just doing really bad. I'm sure you can guess who it is. So, anyway, let's move on to Week 10. Week 9, there were a lot of tough games, a lot of games that could have went really either way. I ended up going 10-3 last week. I believe my friend, my friend and one of the guys in competition, Johnny Talk Sports, I believe he went 10-3 as well. So let's get right into it. Tomorrow night, we have the Carolina Panthers going into Pittsburgh to face up against the Steelers. Both teams have been doing okay this season. Both teams are plus 500, with the Panthers being at 6-2, and the Steelers being at 5-2-1. I'm going to give this game to the Steelers simply because of home field advantage. I feel like both teams are relatively even, and shocker, still no Le'Veon Bell. Next up, 1 o'clock on CBS, we have the New England Patriots going into Tennessee to face off against two of their former players, Dion Lewis and Malcolm Butler, and the rest of the Tennessee Titans. Mariota has been looking like complete shit this year. Went down a couple weeks ago when they faced off against the Ravens. He got he got sacked more times than he completed a pass. Last week against Dallas, it was kind of more of the same. Tennessee won against Dallas, but still wasn't all that great. New England's been doing well ever since their kind of rough start, but the Patriots are 7-2, Titans are 4-4. I'm giving this game to the Patriots for several reasons. None of them have to do with a bias or favoritism or anything of the sort, just simply because of the fact I feel like Tom Brady is obviously the better quarterback. He has more weapons, and I'm not sure Dion Lewis or Malcolm Butler can stop them. Sorry. Next up, we have the Miami Dolphins going into Lambeau Field to face off against the Green Bay Packers at 4:25 on CBS. My ESPN is a little out of schedule. Regardless, we're going to talk about the Dolphins and the Packers and how the Packers are doing complete shit this year. They're 3-4-1. The Dolphins are 5-4 behind the combination of Tannehill and Brock Osweiler. I believe Tannehill is supposed to be back this week. I haven't heard for certain, but from what I'm seeing here, they are projecting Brock Osweiler to start this game. Not a lot of people are expecting the Dolphins to win this game, myself included. So I am going to be giving this game to the Packers by a rather wide margin, partially due to the fact that I don't see Brock Osweiler being able to stop Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The Packers defense is okay. They traded Clinton Dixon, and as a result, they had to move one of their corners to the safety position to make up for that. They also traded Ty Montgomery. So they're rolling with a whole bunch of different weapons in a whole bunch of different places than usual. So we'll just have to see where that goes and how that works for them. I am going to be giving this game to the Packers. Next up, back to 1 o'clock on Fox, we have the New Orleans Saints, who, breaking news, have just signed Dez Bryant to a contract for the rest of the season. I believe it's valued at around $8 million. Not positive on that. Yeah. Michael Thomas and Dez Bryant on the same team. Not quite sure what to think about that. Probably a good thing I put that light on because it's starting to get dark. Saints are 7-1. Bengals are 5-3. This game is rather interesting. I don't see a problem for the Saints. I don't know that Dez Bryant is going to play this week, being that today is Wednesday and they play on Sunday. Not sure he can get the playbook down in time. If he can, great. I don't foresee it happening. So expect to see Dez Bryant in Week 11. But with that being said, I will still be giving this game to the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees is clearly the better quarterback over Andy Dalton, regardless of the fact that Drew Brees is definitely coming to the end of his career, and Andy Dalton is right smack in the middle of it. Next up, 1 o'clock on Fox, we have the Atlanta Falcons. We have the Cleveland Browns in the dog pound in Cleveland once again. A lot of people were really hyping the Browns this year. You know, Jarvis Landry, Tyrod Taylor, drafted Baker Mayfield, etc., etc., etc. Well, they traded Josh Gordon back a few weeks ago, and ever since then, they haven't done well. Not that Josh Gordon was the reason that they were doing well, because he wasn't. But with that being said, the Falcons have been struggling just as much, if not more. The Falcons are sitting pretty at 500, 4-4, and the Browns are 2-6-1. Not much to say in this game. Even though they're in Cleveland, I do have the Falcons winning this game. I'm going to say by at least 10 points. Next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have the Indianapolis Colts, 1 o'clock on CBS. We're in Indianapolis, and both teams are 3-5 this season. Jaguars actually started out really well this season, and just kind of have fallen off ever since. And the Colts started out really bad this season and have kind of been on their rise, I guess. Andrew Luck, Blake Bortles, battle of the quarterbacks here, kind of battle of the more or less quarterbacks in the league. I feel like they're both overrated at times, but also underrated at times. I don't really see either one of them going like balls to the wall in this game. I think it's going to be a pretty mediocre game for both teams. However, I am going to be giving this game to the Indianapolis Colts. Next up, we have the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Khalil Mack is still one of the best defensive players in the league. He's definitely a big reason that the Bears are doing well this season, because he's getting to just about every quarterback he faces. So the Bears are 5-3. The Lions are 3-5. They're in Chicago. Not too much to say in this game. Again, I'm going to say it's another 10, 12-point margin in victory. I'm going to give this game to the Chicago Bears. Next up, we have the 2-6 Arizona Cardinals facing off against the 8-1 Kansas City Chiefs. Pat Mahomes, holy shit. I don't know if he qualifies for Rookie of the Year. I don't think he does. If he did, he would be a hands-down shoe-in candidate. However, with that being said, he has probably one of the best overall teams in the league. Like I said, overall, not complete, but not too bad. Obviously, they're doing really well if they're 8-1. Cardinals are 2-6. Not much to say on this one. Josh Rosen is not going to get it done for the Cardinals, especially against this Kansas City Chiefs team, especially in Arrowhead. And with that being said, I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs to completely obliterate the Arizona Cardinals. Next up, we have the Washington Redskins, who sit at 5-3, and we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who sit at 3-5. Still yet to be confirmed who's starting this week for the Buccaneers. I feel like it's gonna be Winston, but he got benched for Ryan Fitzpatrick like last week or 2 weeks ago when he threw 4 interceptions before the end of halftime, or before they got to halftime, I should say. Regardless of who starts this game for the Buccaneers, I am giving this one to the Redskins. They're just clearly overall the better team. They now have HaHa Clinton-Dix to add to that pretty solid defense that they had already, headlined by Josh Norman. Adrian Peterson is actually doing really well this season. I don't think many people really expected him to do well, but yet there he is. So I'm going to give this game to the Redskins. That's kind of an upset pick. Not really. Take it how you will. Next up, we have the Bills, who sit at 2-7. We have the Jets, who sit at 3-6. Thank God this is not a primetime game, because if it was, it would be such a waste of a primetime game. The Buffalo Bills, no one really knows who the hell is going to start for them yet. And then the Jets, Sam Darnold is most likely out, so I don't even know who their backup is, to be honest with you. I will find that out and edit it into the video. But with that being said, this game is going to be kind of how the Titans and Jaguars were a few weeks back. I'm going to give it to the Jets. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. I'm going to say at most 17-12 at most. So there's that. Next up, we have the LA Chargers. We have the Oakland Raiders. Not much to say on this game. I have the Chargers winning this game in a rather large fashion. Raiders are 1-7. Chargers are 6-2. Phillip Rivers is playing very well this season. His whole team is playing very well. And, yeah, Gruden just kind of went and abandoned ship and traded everybody. Well, everybody. Next up, we have the Seattle Seahawks, who sit 4-4, and the no longer undefeated LA Rams, who sit at 8-1, losing to the Saints last week. That definitely hurt my predictions, to say the least. But that's 4:30 on or 4:25 on CBS. Seahawks have not been playing well this season. The Rams have been playing extremely well this season. I gotta take the Rams. I really do. There's not really too many teams to go back and forth with. There's only 2 4 o'clock games this week. I'm sorry, there's 3. There's the Packers game as well. So pretty light 4 o'clock squad. I know they're usually 3 games, but as far as like the action, like what to expect, they're pretty light this week. So I'm gonna take the Rams over the Seahawks. Next up, we have the Cowboys, another primetime game, this time Sunday night, facing off against the division rival Philadelphia Eagles. The Cowboys sit at 3-5. Amari Cooper now on the Cowboys, have a decent wide receiver, still not great. And the Philadelphia Eagles, Carson Wentz, what is going on, man? 8:20 on NBC. They're in Philly. Neither team has been playing to their standards this year. I expected both of these teams to be well above 500 by now. And one of them is at 500 and one of them is still below 500, if that tells you anything. I will be giving this game to the Eagles. Pretty slim. I'm going to say 27-23. And finally, we have Monday night. God, why is this a Monday night game? The New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know what to make of this game, to be completely honest with you. I'm really confused as to why this is a primetime game, if I'm being honest. Both teams suck. Let's just put it that way. The Giants are at 1-7. The 49ers are at 2-7. Yeah. Eli Manning still cannot really complete a pass. Not that that's anything new. I forget who the hell started the game for the 49ers last week, but the dude got verified halfway through the game. And honestly, I have the 49ers winning this game. Just simply because of the fact that the Giants are not good. Yeah. So there's my picks. For those of you keeping track at home, I am taking the Steelers, the Patriots, the Packers, the Saints, the Falcons, the Colts, the Bears, the Chiefs, the Redskins, the Jets, the Chargers, the Rams, the Eagles, and the 49ers. Let me know your picks are in the comments down below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. It is the #1 way to help a channel. Download Storyfire. I'm trying to get over to that platform. I talked a little bit about it in my Rookie of the Year prediction video. That may or may not be coming out before this. I haven't quite decided yet. But be sure to watch for both this video, obviously, and also all my other MLB prediction videos to drop in the near future. The awards are next week, so I kind of got to get them out sooner rather than later. And that is going to be it for me. I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace out.